They looked at the most successful men and women of the world, and they found that they had like 7, 8 things in common. And one of the things they all had in common was a routine. They are obsessed with their routine. They don't have a gap of wasted time in their routine. You know, I realized the reason why I'm so successful and the reason why I don't get in trouble like I used to when I was younger is because when I was younger, man, my schedule had so many gaps in it. Listen to me, I promise y'all. I got up the other day like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up and I was just walking around like, I was like, I'm so tired. I heard the devil say, go back to sleep. He's like, why you getting up this early? You already #1 in the world. You already #1 in the world, E. You already doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like, E, you've been grinding, just go ahead, it's 3. And my body said, yo, E, what would you go back to sleep for? I said, I'm tired. My body said, you're not tired. I said, well, why would you say I'm not tired? He said, because you woke up without an alarm clock. You woke yourself up. So if you were tired, your body wouldn't let you get up. If you were tired, your body would make you sleep to 6. You got up, it's 3. No, what you don't want to do is the grind, but you're up. For real. My body said, all you got to do is put your shoes on. That's the hardest thing you got to do. Just put your shoes on and I'll do the rest. So I need you to stop having the poverty mindset. So when I quit my job to be an entrepreneur, my mom was like, whoa, what are you doing? I was like, I'm quitting. My mom was like, don't you dare quit. You're going to embarrass me. You got a wife and kids. And I was like, yo, mom, I ain't trying to be funny and I ain't trying to be disrespectful. I love you. But you can't teach me how to be a millionaire because you're not one. You come from the working class, and I'm not mad at you, Ma. We wouldn't be where we are without you, but you told me that every generation is supposed to get better. So I'll take your values, but I won't take your work ethic. Because rich people don't work, they think. The working class will never get rich. It wasn't designed. No disrespect to nobody, and I ain't playing no victim because I'm not a victim. Rich people don't work, they think. Poor people work. So what you have to decide is, are you going to keep being the 99% or are you ready to be a part of the 1%? Because it doesn't make a difference where you come from, high school dropout. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, GED. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, sleeping in abandoned buildings. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, a 17-year-old mom that got pregnant. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, south side of Chicago. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, pretty much raised in Detroit. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, took 12 years to get a 4-year degree. It doesn't make a difference. Well, you know what makes a difference? What makes a difference is when you become a 99% or a 1%. And when I start thinking like, acting like, and behaving like a 1%er, everything changed.
Conditions for what you want to achieve. You want to build a big life. You want to build, a big business. You want to become more physically fit. You want to build better relationships. Conditions will never be perfect, ever. Okay? And a lot of people, me included for a long time, sat around and waited for the stars to align or the sea to part or for everything to be perfect for me to just go. And if it wasn't perfect, I'd come up with a justification. So you have to understand that when you look outside or you look at whatever it is with your business or you look at whatever it is with your relationship, whatever these things are that you're trying to do, there are going to be wave after wave after wave after wave of inconvenient shit that hits you in the motherfucking face. This is something that every single one of you listening, if you understand and if you accept and just say, this is the way it is, your life will get exponentially easier for you to win. People who win regardless of those waves. It's not that they don't have those waves, it's that they say, hey, I can't control what the fuck is going on. All I control is what I decide in my mind and the actions I take. Some days are going to be harder than others. Some days are going to be a little easier than others. But I can promise you one fuck thing for sure. There will never, ever, ever be a day that goes exactly as you want it to go. It doesn't exist. So with that being said, if you're going to wait around for perfect circumstances, how can you ever accomplish anything? And that's what I want you guys to think about.
Today is your day to rise, to grind, to do more, to be better, to go in the opposite direction that you've been going, to make better choices. I hear people every day saying that they want to be an entrepreneur, that they want to work for themselves, but you're not willing to work for somebody else. You're not willing to grind more than you're grinding now. But you know what? You have to work harder for yourself if you're working for somebody else. You have to be willing to get up 2, 3, 4, 5 hours earlier than you're working right now. You got to be willing to work longer hours. You got to be willing to do what it takes to get the job done. I don't want to hear you say you want to be a millionaire. You're not willing to put in the work that a millionaire puts in. You're not willing to read and write and go to seminars and workshops each and every month. Millionaires are doing something that you're not doing. They're not going to sleep 4 and 5 hours earlier in the day. They're not up watching movies and Netflix and chill all night. If they want to, they could, but they're not doing it because they're trying to get to that next bag. What are you doing? How hard are you working? How much time are you putting in? If you want to be great, you can't just be mediocre and do the same thing that everybody else is doing. If you're a part of that 1%, I tell you this, work harder, do more for yourself, because on the other side of all this hard work, there's a reward waiting for you. There's so much money in this world that we all can get what we need, not just to be rich, but to be wealthy, to be able to help the next person, to be able to tell somebody how you made it. That's what it's about, to be able to help your friends and family. So don't tell me that you want to be an entrepreneur if you're not willing to put in the work, the sweat, blood, and tears for yourself, for your future. This world is made up of people who say what they would do if they could. Stop claiming it and start doing. Right now is your time. Right now the economy is booming. Right now is the perfect moment for you to change your life. So stand up and start working. Stand up and start doing. Stand up and make tomorrow a better day than today. And I guarantee you, you'll look back at this moment. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how long you've been down. It doesn't matter where you come from. If you're willing to put in the work, your destiny is made for you.
When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. That most of you say you want to be successful, but you don't want it bad. You just kind of want it. You don't want it badder than you want to party. You don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success as much as you want to sleep. Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you're going to have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because if you go to sleep, you might miss the opportunity to be successful. That's how bad you got to want it. You got to want to be successful so bad that you forget to eat. Sleep is for those people who are broke. Most of you won't be successful because when you're studying and you get tired, you quit. Don't cry to give up, cry to keep going. Don't cry to quit. You already in pain, you already hurt, get a reward from it. Don't go to sleep until you succeed. You won't be successful until you say, I don't need that money. All men are created equal. Some work harder in preseason. The most important thing is this, to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become.
Every time I do something that is hard, every time I do something that other people wouldn't do, I'm building the strength of my mental discipline to move forward regardless of the external circumstances in our lives. And this is a skill. This is not a gift. It is not something I was born with. It's something that people learn how to do over time. And I can tell you right now, every single motherfucker that you see doing whatever it is that you want to do, these people, all of them, will wake up and do the work regardless of what's going on in their life. Period.